Prefix, suffix, infix, what are those? Stick around and find out. Kumusta po kayo? My name is Jay. Welcome back to my channel, the channel that is dedicated in guiding you in your journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. In my last video, I have talked about root words, which are the building blocks of Tagalog words. We have learned that to build new words, a system of affixes or panlapi in Tagalog are inserted into a word like root words, verbs, nouns, etc. Affixes can be a prefix, a word inserted at the beginning of a base word, or a suffix, a word inserted at the end of a base word. Or it can be an infix, a word inserted somewhere in the middle of a base word. And it's not uncommon for Tagalog words to be constructed with a combination of two or more affixes, as we will see later. In this video, we will explore the wonderful world of affixes and how they change the meaning of a word, giving birth to a new Tagalog word. So, tara, simulan na natin. Let me start with the amazing prefix ma. Put ma at the beginning of a noun and you have just created an adjective. Let's take a look. Ma plus lakas, malakas, strong. Ma plus hina, mahina, weak. Ma plus ganda, maganda, beautiful. Ma plus bait, mabait, kind. Ma plus talino, matalino, intelligent. Let's use them in a sentence. Malakas ako, I am strong. Mahina siya, he or she is weak. Maganda si Tess, Tess is pretty. Mabait si Anton, Anton is kind. Matalino si Peter, Peter is smart. Another prefix is pa. Combine this with the root verb and you have a word that describes an action that is about to be done. A root verb is a root word that describes an action. Let's see. Pa plus alis, paalis. Just about to go or leave. Pa plus uwi, pauwi. Just about to go home. Pa plus liko, paliko. Just about to make a turn. Pa plus tawid, patawid. Just about to cross. Pa plus sakay, pasakay. Just about to ride. Let's use them in a sentence. Paalis na ako nang dumating si Peter. I was about to go when Peter arrived. Pauwi na ako, hintayin mo ako. I'm about to go home, wait for me. Paliko na siya, he or she is about to make a turn. Patawid na ako ng kalsada, I'm about to cross the street. Pasakay na ako ng bus, I'm about to ride the bus. There are other uses of the prefix pa, but we will cover them in due time. Before we move on to other affixes, be sure to click on the subscribe button if you haven't, and click on the bell notification button so you'll be updated of new contents coming out regularly. Now, let's take a look at the prefix na. Place this ahead of a root verb and you get an unintentional action. Na plus basa, nabasa, got wet unintentionally. Na plus basag, nabasag, broke unintentionally. Na plus wala, nawala, got lost unintentionally. Na plus sunog, nasunog, got burned unintentionally. Na plus tapon, natapon, got thrown away unintentionally. Let's use them in a sentence. Nabasa ang libro. sayang. The book got wet. What a waste. Side note, sayang is one of those words that is hard to translate and its meaning changes depending on the context of the sentence. I have talked about this in episode 47. You might want to check it out. The link is in the description box down below. Moving on. Pasensya na, nabasag ko ang salamin mo. I'm sorry, I broke your mirror. Nawala ko ang susi, hindi ko na mahanap. I lost the key, I can't find it anymore. Nasunog ang plantsahan, kasalanan ko. The ironing board got burned, it's my fault. Natapon ang pagkain, sayang. The food got thrown away, what a waste. The next one is a suffix. The suffix AN. Combining a root word with the suffix AN creates a noun or a word that indicates the use of or purpose of an object or a place. For example, kain plus an, kainan, an area where to eat like a cafeteria. Sulat plus an, sulatan, a desk or any surface that you can use to write on. Bilyar plus an, bilyaran, a billiard hall. Sabong plus an, sabungan, a cockfighting pit. Luto plus an, lutuan, a place for cooking or an appliance for cooking. Cool? Our next affix is ka, which is a prefix. Ka indicates a connection with someone. For example, ka plus kampi, kakampi, an ally or a teammate. Ka plus laban, kalaban, enemy or opponent. Ka plus dugo, kadugo, someone with the same blood, race or family. Ka plus sama, kasama, a companion. Ka plus salo, kasalo, someone you are having a meal with. Let's use some of these in a sentence. Ngayon, kakampi ni Leo Messi si Sergio Ramos. At present, Sergio Ramos is Leo Messi's teammate. Dati, kalaban ni Leo Messi si Sergio Ramos. Before, Sergio Ramos was Leo Messi's opponent. Kakampi ng US ang NATO. NATO is the ally of the US. Kalaban ng Ukraine ang Russia. Russia is the enemy of Ukraine. Pinsan ko si Peter. Kadugo ko siya. Peter is my cousin. We are family. Ayos ba? Our next step is the combination of the prefix ka and the suffix an. When combined, they evoke the sense of vastness. For example, ka plus hari plus an, kaharian, kingdom. Ka plus lawak plus an, kalawakan, outer space. Ka plus lupa plus an, kalupaan, a vast land or territory. Ka plus dagat plus an, karagatan, ocean. Ka plus mahal plus an, kamahalan, majesty, like your majesty. Ka plus buti plus han, kabutihan, good or goodness. In the case of the root word buti, the suffix an becomes han. Please keep that in mind. Ka plus sama plus an, kasamaan, evil. Ka plus sakim plus an, kasakiman, greed. Ka plus pulis plus an, kapulisan, the police institution. Let's use some of these in a sentence. Ang kalupaan ng Estados Unidos ay malawak. The territory of the United States is vast. Ang karagatang Pasipiko ay malawak. The Pacific Ocean is vast. You see the ligature ng connected to karagatan to connect it to Pacifico. I hope by now you get a feel of how ligatures work in Tagalog. Tatalunin ng kabutihan ang kasamaan. Good will defeat evil. Now, let's take a look at another prefix, PALA, which combines with the noun, creates an adjective that implies habitual action. Let's take a look at these examples. Pala plus ngiti. Pala ngiti. A person who always smiles. Pala plus tawa. Pala tawa. A person who always laughs. Pala plus biro. Pala biro. A person who loves to joke or a joker. Pala plus ihi. Pala ihi. A person who always uses the toilet to urinate. Pala plus utang. Pala utang. A person who habitually borrows money. Interesting, no? The last prefix I will discuss is mala. Combining mala with a noun creates an adjective describing a characteristic or likeness that is not natural to the one being given the description. Let me illustrate that in these examples. Mala plus anghel. Mala anghel. Angelic. Mala plus palacio. Mala palacio. Palace-like. Mala plus hayop. Mala hayop. Animal-like. Mala plus higante. Mala higante. Giant-like. Mala plus kuting. Mala kuting. Kitten-like. Now, let's use them in a sentence. Ang ganda niya. Mala anghel ang mukha niya. She's so beautiful. Her face is angelic. Ang laki ng bahay ni Marie. Mala palasyo. Marie's house is so big. It's palace-like. Malahayop ang bilis niya. His or her speed is animal-like. Malahigante ang laki ni Peter. Peter's size is giant-like. Nakakagulat. Malakuting ang bait niya. It's surprising. His or her kindness is kitten-like. As you can see from our discussion, Tagalog words are built differently. The affixes I have described are by no means complete. There are other affixes and combination of affixes that we will be able to go through when we discuss Tagalog verbs. And Tagalog verbs or pandiwa are the subject we will begin to discuss in my next video. So, be sure to catch that. I will see you then, but first, please click the like button if you find this video helpful. It will do great things for this channel. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.